Good morning all of you. Pertaining to AIMCAT 1320, few important questions that I wanted to discuss and basically try to show you the methodology of how to do certain questions. Let's talk about RC1, the first RC, the one that is about the most unmarried group of people in US. Question number 3, section 2. The question says, primary purpose of the passage. Now if you look at the options below, it is very clear. You just need to identify a few things. The question options are different because A says identify the reason, B says explain why a particular ethnic group, C says present a concern, and D says propose an alternative. Now if you look at just the options, straight away we know that it is not got anything to do with concern of the author or anybody. So option C can directly be eliminated. Similarly, option D says propose an alternative. Okay, he is proposing an alternative, but before proposing an alternative, he is also talking about certain problems that are faced by them. So now you need to, because that is fractional, that is giving you only part of the information, you need to eliminate D. Left between A and B, you are talking about identifying a reason, and B says explaining why. When you go through the passage and if you just try to read the first line of almost all the paragraphs, you will just see that he is identifying the problems faced by the women at various positions. And also at the end of those paragraphs, he is giving you a sort of a solution as to what they could do to come or to address this particular problem is there in the last two paragraphs. So just by looking at the options, you can eliminate B, C, D, and you are left with the correct answer, which is A. Similarly, coming to question number 4 now. Coming to question number 4, again we will work with the options itself. The question says, according to the passage, which of the following is true of the dynamics of relationship market? Now, if you had seen the passage, it is definitely not a scarcity of black women. So, option 4 C can be removed because it's talking about scarcity of women. Even D is talking about scarcity of black women. So, we are not going to look at scarcity creates demand for black women in C and D. Eliminate C and D. The demand was for grooms. So, we are only concentrating on A and B. Now when we are looking at A and B, scarcity creates an excess demand for black grooms, tilting the terms of courtship in favor of women. And the second says in favor of men. Obviously the courtship was in favor of men because there is a excess of women. Therefore answer option B is the correct answer.